Good afternoon. I am Frank Walsh, the Meridian Township Manager. I'd like to introduce some of our board members here who are here today to support me. First in the far back is Phil Deshane, our treasurer, Courtney Wazinski, our trustee, Pat Jackson, our trustee, and Dan Opsimer, our trustee. And also here is our fire chief, Mike Hamill. Let me start with probably it is the most important statement that we can make today. Black Lives Matter. Tuesday, we talked about welcoming and diverse and what a community and transparency. Those things are really crucial to this community. They have been and will continue to be. Here is where we are with the investigation regarding social media postings by a member of the Meridian Township Fire Department. We are required by the Supreme Court, based on a 1985 case, the Cleveland Board of Education versus Loudermill, that's Loudermill, a Supreme Court ruling in 1985. And what it says is, we have to provide an opportunity to be heard to any employee facing disciplinary action. We have to provide an opportunity to be heard. That's what the Supreme Court said back in '85, and it still holds today. Over the course of the past 2 days, we have made several attempts to communicate with the township employee. There's been no opportunity for communication. He simply is not available at this time to be heard. We are told that he may be available during the next week. Legally, we cannot complete our investigation until we meet the Supreme Court requirement of providing an opportunity to be heard. Again, I would ask that you look at the 1985 case, Loudermill. We know everyone desires immediate action. However, we want the final outcome of this investigation to withstand any challenges at the courthouse steps. In the last 48 hours, I have received a number of emails and calls from residents, and I appreciate every one. A lot of questions and a lot of concern. And I invite all of you to continue contacting me with your thoughts and concerns. We are going to do the right thing. I thought I would take a moment this afternoon and address 2 or 3 of the most frequently asked questions, and they came up a lot. Number 1, during this investigation, will the firefighter continue to work? Will he report to work? Will he care for patients? The answer is no. During the entire investigation, I can assure you that he will not report to work, he will not wear the uniform, he will not be responsible for patient care throughout the entire investigation. And that is critical to everyone in this room. Number 2, has the investigation led to any other post? Is there anything else out there? The answer to that question is yes. And we've had people come forward with evidence of other posts that are relevant to the investigation, and they will be exercised in the investigation. The most frequent question that we have faced is the calling for the termination, the firing of the firefighter. And the question is, why not just fire the firefighter today? And I can understand the desire for swift and decisive action. But we know it's important to make the right decision using the constitutionally guaranteed process. We will take appropriate action based on a thorough investigation. Our decision must be one that can withstand a courthouse challenge, or else all of our work will be undone. Trust me when I tell you, we will do the right thing. So what's next? I think it's important to remind everyone that the firefighter will not be reporting to work, will not be in uniform, and most importantly, will not be providing patient care. As soon as we're provided access legally to communicate with the firefighter, we will complete our investigation. The results of the investigation will be made public. And trust me, we will do the right thing. Through all of this, there's a lot that can be said. I ask that people be patient with us, trust us. We are a community that celebrates diversity and inclusion. We want to get better in every regard. We spent time this morning with a resident who happens to be an expert in diversity and inclusion. And Trustee Steicha and Trustee Wazinski and Supervisor Steicha and I had a very good conversation about how we can take the next steps. But the final statement today is the one that's the most important until you hear from me again. And that is, Black Lives Matter in Meridian Township. Black Lives Matter everywhere. And I can assure you, at the completion of this investigation, Black lives will continue to matter. And I hope that you'll trust us to do the right thing. Thank you very much.